Hi everyone! Ready for another adventure with Delson and House? Let's go! Delson and House had just returned from their last adventure, which brought them countless thrills and challenges, but also strengthened their friendship. They sat in rocking chairs, gazing at the dazzling night sky. Delson's love for adventure was stirring once again as he looked at the ancient watch in the wooden box.
House, I think we should use this watch again and see where it takes us.
House wagged his tail excitedly, eager to start a new adventure. Delson put on the watch, took a deep breath, and pressed the familiar button. As a bright light surrounded them, they felt the rush of time and space swirling around them. When the light faded, Delson and House found themselves standing on a vast ocean, surrounded by blue sea with white waves. The pirate ship sailed smoothly across the calm sea, every corner of the ship filled with the scent of the ocean breeze.
This place is beautiful.
They looked at the distant horizon, filled with excitement and anticipation. This was a new world, full of the unknown and adventure. Delson and House explored the pirate ship, which always seemed to bring endless surprises. In the cabin, they excitedly discovered various pirate costumes and props. They decided to have some fun with a dress-up game first. Delson put on a captain's coat, a hat, and drew a scary face. House wore a mask with sharp teeth, looking like a terrifying monster. And the two companions laughed at their funny reflections in the mirror. In an old chest, Delson unexpectedly found an ancient nautical map and a handbook. The map depicted an unknown island en route, and the handbook detailed the location of treasures.
Look, House. It's a nautical map. It shows the location of treasures. Let's go find it.
House barked in agreement. Delson carefully read the handbook and discovered the mysterious treasure hidden on a distant island, said to possess endless wealth and incredible power. Following the map's instructions, they began their voyage. Along the way, they witnessed the ocean's grandeur and mystery. Suddenly, a menacing pirate ship appeared on the horizon, covered with skull flags and a deck full of fierce pirates.
These pirates look dangerous. We need to be careful.
He quickly maneuvered the pirate ship to avoid it, but it was incredibly fast and closed in quickly. The pirates shouted, trying to stop them. Delson and House searched the ship and found some hidden explosives. Delson knew this was the perfect chance to scare the pirates away. As the pirate ship approached, Delson and House stood on the deck, Delson holding the explosives high, his gaze firm. He shouted loudly,
"I am the dreaded pirate lord of these seas. Come any closer, and I'll blow us all up."
The pirates were terrified at the sight of Delson with the explosives, thinking he would really set them off. They turned their ship around and fled in fear.
We did it, House.
House wagged his tail happily. However, their troubles were not over. After escaping the pirates, they encountered a powerful typhoon. Huge waves and strong winds rocked the pirate ship. Delson and House clung to the ship's railings, trying to stay balanced. They braved the dangerous storm and finally made it through safely. After days of sailing, Delson and House reached the location, a mysterious uninhabited island covered in dense jungle. It looked primitive and enigmatic. Delson and House decided to explore this island. They walked cautiously through the jungle, encountering many unfamiliar creatures along the way. One creature, about 2 meters long, had shimmering scales covering its body, resembling a cross between a fish and a lizard. It had sharp claws and large eyes that glowed green in the dark. These creatures moved swiftly through the underbrush, agile and quick. Delson and House were fascinated by these creatures, occasionally stopping to observe their behavior. The creatures seemed curious about them too, but posed no threat. As they ventured deeper, they discovered more mysterious ruins, debris of an ancient civilization. Delson was intrigued by the ruins, carefully examining every detail, trying to decode their secrets. As night fell, they lost their way in the dense jungle. Unable to find their way back, Delson built a makeshift shelter, light a fire for warmth, and forage for food and water with House. In the jungle, Delson and House learned to survive in the wild. Delson used his knowledge to identify edible plants and fish during the day to keep them fed. They relied on each other, facing the challenges of the wilderness together. Finally, they found the treasure in a hidden cave, an ancient chest filled with gold and jewels. Delson carefully opened the chest, and the treasure's golden glow lit up the entire cave.
This is the legendary treasure.
They had achieved their goal and found the ancient treasure. Delson and House happily brought the treasure back to the pirate ship. Following the map and handbook's guidance, they navigated back to the modern world. On the return journey, they faced numerous challenges but overcame them all, sailing smoothly back home. Upon returning, Delson decided to donate the precious treasures to a museum, enabling more people to appreciate these maritime treasures. The director of museum thanked Delson and House, awarding them a certificate of appreciation. The treasures not only showcased the glory of the maritime era, but also helped people better understand that period. Delson was awarded a certificate of appreciation for their courage and wisdom. As he looked at the applauding crowd, he felt a deep sense of pride and emotion. Back home, Delson and House sat in the yard, reminisce about their adventure. Delson looked at the stars in the night sky, filled with anticipation for the future.
House, our adventures are just beginning.
House barked softly in agreement. Delson and House's story reminds us that no matter the challenges, with courage, wisdom, and trust, we can overcome anything and achieve our dreams. This is a lesson every child should remember, and it is the most precious treasure in any adventure story. One day, you might also embark on your adventure like Delson, discovering the endless wonders of the world. Delson and House's adventures will continue, carrying their limitless expectations for the future and deep friendship, bravely moving forward. Thanks for joining us on this exciting adventure. We can't wait to see you next time as we continue exploring this amazing world with Delson and House. Bye-bye.